Yo, what's going on, man? How we doing? Well, a lot of interesting and cool stuff has happened to me. I just had my engagement party, which was awesome. So many of my friends came. I had a great time. So many people I loved were there. At one point we were giving a toast, which you usually don't do at an engagement party, but whatever. And the entire night, a big thought in my head was everyone I see is not gonna be here someday. And that, as well as there's a lot of people that aren't here today that I wish were here. And I realized that I think about bad thoughts. Well, I don't know if that's a bad thought, but I think about these bad ideas like all the time. And it even gets to the point to where I was at work and I was working on a project, a personal project, and I was drawing out this line, and then I just stopped and I just looked at my little tablet, and I was just thinking, like, what is the point of this? Like, what is the point of anything, really? I mean, I have a really hard time not worrying about things and not thinking about and trying not to think about things. And I know as soon as you make it a, mental effort to not focus on something, it's inevitable. You're just going to keep thinking about it. I have my ways of working through, I guess you would say, compulsive ideas or compulsive thoughts. One of them I got from this guy online that he was talking about, imagine your thoughts like a bus station, or your brain like a bus station, and each one of your thoughts is a bus. And if you don't like where one of them is going, then you can just get off. But I feel like that's so many of the things I've been wanting to do, like get engaged and also, to have an engagement party, I didn't even know that engagement parties were a thing. So it really wasn't like my idea, but I really wanted to do it is because I have this inevitable dread or feeling that I'm going to die. And I don't know why I have that feeling, but I just feel like I'm like any day I'm gonna die. So I want to it's just because I feel like I'm hyper aware of that I feel like I know that that's a possibility for any of us, not just specifically me. But I'm feeling like I'm almost kind of like trying to speed run through life so that I can experience all the things I want to experience, because I feel like mine is going to come to an end soon. I don't know why. I was watching this soft white underbelly video of this guy that had a brain tumor, and it was like eating the front of his face, and he had to have his eye removed. And then I'll like go on TikTok and I'll see like this other guy that's like, I was just diagnosed with terminal cancer, like all this like crazy shit. I feel like I'm constantly surrounded like with this idea. I've known people that this is personally that cancer has personally affected, or even like ALS, like the disease where you can lose like your bodily functions. Like I feel like something just like really bad is gonna happen to me like all the time, and I don't know why. Like I feel like that something horrible is gonna happen to me. And I try to think about like my mortality, and I try to think about how death is supposed to be like a beautiful thing, like other cultures are like there. And I understand there can't be life without death, that it has to happen. But I am so afraid of that. And I know I'm not the only one, but I am so afraid of something like that happening to me that I'm constantly thinking about it. And sometimes I do a better job of not letting it get to me so much. But whether like I can't stand the idea of, like, for example, like losing your functions. Like, but then I don't even take my body, I don't even appreciate my body like how I should. And I just think to myself, like, I can't even watch like Grey's Anatomy because they talk too much about like like people with issues, and it just freaks me out. Like I can't handle that. Like I'm always thinking about like I feel weird or something's wrong with me, but then also at the same time I'm afraid to go to the doctor, so I don't want to go. I don't want to know. And what, or maybe not, maybe it's not even me, maybe it's like one of my family members. And that's another thing too, is like I don't know how I'm gonna, like, if this is how it is at 25, I'm gonna be 26 this year. Like having my fiance is like so amazing, but also it's like I don't understand how. I get why people are afraid to not want to be with anybody. Like I understand the people that don't want to have relationships, because when I was alone, it was so easy. Like I just did whatever I wanted. No, I didn't have to worry about anyone. But now every day I wake up and I'm like terrified. And then I think about like the future, like a kid or multiple kids, and I like a thought that I have in my head all the time is, why do I want to do anything if it can just be taken away from me? And I legitimately have to think, like, do I want to get married? Like, do I want to have kids? Because what if my fucking wife dies? Like, what if my son dies? Or my daughter, I mean, whatever. Or, like, I was watching this video of this guy, and he's dealing with this illness. And, like, he's got, like, a young daughter. What do you, um, what goes through your mind as a parent, knowing that you're leaving the world and you're leaving your child behind in it? And then, like, I think about how far that I've gotten in my life, and I think, like, why did I deserve to be here? Why did other people have to go? Like survivor's guilt, I guess you would say, like, but it's not like we experienced like a traumatic like event. It wasn't like we had an accident or something, but just like it's so not fair, and I don't know what to do. And like like just thinking about, I have a 2021 Toyota Camry, and the engine fucking broke in it, right? And I'm like, whoa, I like, I'm trying to think about options that I'm gonna do, like, and if the car is able to be salvaged or not, if like we can fix it, or if I'm gonna need to have a new car. And um I can't even think about that shit, because, and I don't want to take on, like, I'm looking at like how much I pay for my car, which I'm almost done paying it off. And I think to myself, like, or like, people are asking me like, oh, are you gonna get a new car? And even I'm like kind of looking online and doing like new car shopping, I guess, like seeing what some of the options are. And I'm like, one, if I were to get a new car, like, I don't want it to be more expensive than what I'm paying now. But then I can't even stomach the idea of having car payments anymore, because I'm like, what if something happens to me? I'm never able to enjoy the moment that I'm in. Because I'm so afraid. Of what? I don't know. And it's like something that I've dealt with since I was a kid, you know. I remember one time when my my parents went out of town. They went to Vegas or something, I don't even remember. But they were not in town. And I was at school. And I just remember, I think I was like in middle school. And I just remember like everything in my mind, like it's always the worst case. Like it's never gonna be the best case scenario. So like let's think for the positive. Like no, it's always the worst. And I just remember like I just remember I got a call from the from like I just remember like before like my parents were like, "Oh, well we're going to go, like they both left." And that's all I have. I literally just have my parents and my grandma, but it's not like I have like no a immediate family that I'm like really close with. But it's like I got a call from the principal's office and they're like um Rudy needs to come to the office. It's about his or she's like Rudy needs to come to the office, and I'm like, oh, and I asked the teacher, I'm like, oh, they say why, and they said it's about your parents, and immediately I'm like something happened to them, and I just remember I just walked into the office and I was like about to cry, and I was like the lady could tell that in the office that I was like freaking out, and she's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I don't know. You call me in here and it's about my parents and they're not even here. Like, what happened? And they're like, and she was like, no, it's because you're gonna go. Like, I don't even remember. It's like you're gonna go on a field trip or something, and we need your parents to sign this. And I was so mad at everyone around me because I'm like, why'd you do that to me? But really, I did it to myself. And and it's always been like that. So, and it's hard because I know that there's so many good things going on right now. I I I just wish I was here to see it. I know that I'm not the only one that feels like this, so that's good. Like I know that it's a me thing, or I mean, not. I know it's not a me thing. I know a lot of people feel like that, and it's a beautiful thing to be afraid to lose the people you have because it just means that you care. I care about myself. That's why I'm afraid to die. I care about my fiance. That's why I'm afraid of something happening to her. You know, but like it's just hard. My 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 parents, and I for a long time I never understood when people were like, "You're not alone." Like it's okay to feel like that. And I'm like, duh. Like I would hear that and I would be like, duh, bro. Like obviously other people feel like that. Like, what is the point of you saying that? But like, for example, I have a family friend. I mean, we're not related. And he has like 4 kids and he has like a family and and I look at him and I'm like, how do you keep yourself together? I mean, I even look at my own father and I think, how did you do it? Like, this shit is crazy. Like life is crazy. Like, and I guess you really have no option. You have no option. You either try or you die. So to not want to give up, to not want to like to get so afraid that like you just don't leave the house, you don't do anything, you never meet anyone, you know, and you never live because you're afraid to live, you know, and you have to understand that dying is part of life, And if it happens now, I mean, and my life has been so good. Like, I've been so happy. Like, the life that I've lived is so beautiful. What I've experienced, the people that I've met, you know, it's great. I have to, like, I was listening to this guy and he was like, I write Oscar nominating scripts for myself. Like what has happened to me in my life, like the reality of things, like it's like in my mind, the first idea is always the worst of like how I want to like deal with these thoughts, how I want to deal with myself. Because I'm so tired of my head. Like it's so exhausting. Like and surprisingly, I'm in a like for example, like just the like I can it's so fucked up. Like I can gauge how my day is gonna go by how I walk down my stairs in my apartment. Like when I walk down my stairs and like how I walk down my stairs, like and I look around and like I have that initial gut feeling of how today's gonna go. Like it's just like how I feel in that moment. I'll feel like that for the whole fucking week. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. And I don't know what it is. Like I just have like this bad feeling, like scared, anxious all day, like every day. And it's just so exhausting. And I think like how am I going to do the next however many years I live? How am I going to do this shit? It's not and like and it's funny because like I'll talk to people and they're like, bro, it doesn't get easier. Like, like it gets better, obviously. Like but you just start piling on more responsibilities and more, people you care about. Yeah, I don't know. You got to keep trucking. You got to keep going because there's no other option. And regardless of what happens to you, you don't have a clock that's gonna like tell you like, hey, in a week you're gonna get a bad diagnosis, or in a day you're gonna get hit by a car, or hey, tomorrow your dad's gonna have a stroke and he's gonna die. Like I will be going to sleep, bro, and I'm thinking about, damn, I wonder if I'm gonna have a brain aneurysm and not wake up. Like every night. And I just can't control my thoughts. They're controlling me. And I was watching a video of Walton Goggins. He's an actor from the Fallout TV show. And he was taking a video of himself. And he was like recording himself, smiling, like dancing, like singing a song. And I was thinking to myself, like what do I have to do to I was thinking, what do I have to do to be like that? Because he looked happy. And I am happy. I just wish I wasn't so, worried all the time. But it's also, what makes me me. I wouldn't be me if I didn't care so much, Like I'm like so punctual when it comes to like time. I'm just like my dad in that sense. Like we were laughing, is like if if we're supposed to be somewhere at 1, if you're not there at 12:45, you're late. And why? Because we care so much. And then like if I have a conversation in my head that keeps replaying over and over and over because I didn't like if there's a conversation in my head that keeps going over and over and over because I didn't like the way that it went, it's the same shit. And like there's like a joke like with one of my coworkers because I'm always like, I don't care, I don't give a fuck, I don't care. And it's like, bro, no. Like, I care so fucking much. I care so much. About everything. I care. I care. I care about everything so much. It's killing me. About everything. About every little thing. But like last night I got home and my fiance was doing laundry in the laundry room. And I guess somebody had left clothes in the dryer for like way too long. And she's like, this has been in here for like over an hour. Like, I'm gonna take it out and just put it on top. Like, and I'm like, no, just leave it. Like, I don't want anyone to be upset or get mad. It's like, who fucking cares? It's laundry. My camera turned off. But the reason I can't stop thinking about the laundry, I don't know. And I know I'm gonna be thinking about it all fucking week. And I wish I was joking. But I'm good. Like, I'm fine. Like, life is good. I hope that anybody that watches this video, if they know me in real life, they don't get nervous or they don't get scared like, oh fuck, there's something wrong with this guy. I think what I'm talking about is normal. And, if there's someone else out there that feels the way I do, you're not alone. And we're going to be good. I have such a good support system. I have everything that I need. I'm happy and I'm healthy. So, there's nothing to worry about. So, I think I got what I wanted to get off my chest. So, thanks for watching my video. Don't worry about me. I'm good. I promise.